it's Echo, and I'm back in my kitchen, and this is for hashtag Mixing It Up in the Kitchen, open collaboration hosted by Brenda over at Maniac Grammy Homestead. Today I'm going to make high protein homemade ranch dressing. I make mine kind of thick like a dip, because we use it on salads and we also use it on cucumbers. My daughter gave me a whole big bag of cucumbers, so I will be slicing and peeling a few of those. But first, I'm going to make the dip. Now, here are all the ingredients, and I'll have them listed in the description. And you can put the amount of spice in that you prefer. It doesn't have to be a certain measurement, just whatever your heart desires. Get my measuring spoons out. Okay, so I use non-fat Greek yogurt, one 5.3 ounce container. I usually use light sour cream, but they didn't have any light sour cream, so I just have regular sour cream. And this is a 16 ounce container, and I may or may not use it all. Salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, then we have parsley flakes, a little bit of basil, celery seed, and dill weed. And then I have the buttermilk, cultured buttermilk blend powder. And then I mix my whey protein separate, and I'll mix it into the dip at the end. And this is what I'm using, whey protein concentrate and nothing else. And it is 1 scoop, 130 calories, and it gives you 26 grams of protein. So this yogurt has 15 grams of protein. So 15 and 26, what's that, 41? So that's pretty good for protein when you know, talking about making dip. Hold on one second. Okay, so I have a little container. First thing I add is my buttermilk powder. And I'm just going to do a few tablespoons of that. We'll try with 2 tablespoons. Now, at the end, I'll have to taste it and make sure that I have it how I want it. So I may end up adding some more stuff to it, but hopefully not. One of my goals for 2025 was to invest in spices and start making my own mixes, because I'm going to only end up doing about half of that for the dill weed. It's pretty strong, so you don't want to put too much of that. And I can smell it already. Whew. Just a little bit of this celery seed. Well, another one I hadn't opened yet. Okay. Well, since I've got it open, I can do this. This is so much healthier for you because it does not have the preservatives in it, and also that you get in the packet. And also you can control your salt content, and you can know exactly what you're putting into it. So I am going to put just a tad more parsley than I did the other dried herbs, because I do like the parsley. And let me use a clean one for my garlic. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. And 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And like I said, you have to really make it and try it and decide decide for yourself how you want it to be spice-wise. And it will be different than like Hidden Valley Ranch, but it's just every bit as good, if not better, and so much healthier for you. Okay, so that's the onion powder. Oops. All right, and then salt. I am going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and probably about that much of pepper as well. All right, and then we're going to stir that all up. Oh, smells amazing. Okay. Then I take a tall Tupperware container and I'm going to put in the sour cream and the non-fat yogurt. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but on your yogurt, when you open yogurt, if you see a little bit of water in there, don't dump that out. Take and mix that back in. That is actually the protein separating from the yogurt. And a lot of people don't know that. And a lot of people will take and will pour it off. But it's actually the best part of why you're using the non-fat yogurt. Okay, and what I do is I put some sour cream in first. So I mix it up a little bit. I put the sour cream in first. Let me see if I'm back here. Let's see what I'm doing a little bit better. I'm still working on my camera angles and stuff for this cooking stuff. So bear with me. All right, and then I put some yogurt. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that up a little bit. Thought I had a small. There we go. Oh, that's not what I want. Hold on one second. Here it is. All right, then I'm going to mix those two together. And you want to make sure that you get them mixed. And then I go ahead and put in a few spoonfuls of my seasoning mix. And mix that in. And usually at this point, I'll go ahead and taste it. See how I'm doing on the seasoning. Perfect. Okay. So then it's more sour cream. And the rest of the yogurt. Oh, that is really good. And that's the thing, when you're eating high protein or dieting or whatever, you want to make sure that you're going to eat it. You don't want to just spend the money to make things and then not eat them. And they got to taste good, even though they may be substituting things and better quality, better ingredients. You still have to want to eat it. If you're not going to eat it, it's not going to do you any good. All right, mix that up a little bit. Put some more seasoning. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of the sour cream. like I said, you can use the light sour cream. You can actually make this with straight yogurt and not even use the sour cream. But I do like the sour cream. And I don't eat much fat. So the fat content in here is good. And I go ahead and get me some healthy fat this way. Now, this, I'm making enough to last me probably 2 weeks. So it will stay in the refrigerator. And it will stay good for quite some time. But both myself and baby girl eat it. And I put it on salads. And I also put it on cut up vegetables with it. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more. I might as well just go ahead and use what I have left. Normally, I put it in a jar and put it in the refrigerator. And it'll keep, the powdered mixture will keep in the refrigerator. And you have to keep your powdered buttermilk in the refrigerator as well. Okay. So once you have that all mixed together and make sure that you're well blended, I'm going to do the protein powder step. And I have 1 scoop of protein powder. It is non-flavored, so you don't have to worry about that. You're not going to taste it. And then I'm just going to put in a little bit of water and mix that together because you want to reconstitute this into a liquid. Otherwise, it will clump up and it won't blend in very well. So a little bit more. No exact measurements other than it's 1 scoop of protein powder to however much water it takes to get it to a good consistency. And I'm stirring it. I want it to dissolve. Guess I shouldn't have used a bowl with rounded edges. All right, that's my oven. Just a moment. Go ahead and give it 5 more minutes. There we go. All right, so it's pretty much liquidy. I'm going to add that to my mixture. And this just helps thin it out a little bit, but it also adds all that great protein. And it looks like I made a little bit more than I thought I would with this size container, but that is all right. And you just keep mixing, mixing, mixing till you get that blended in good. And I'm going to put some in a bowl. So you can see the consistency is very much like a salad dressing or a dip. And again, taste test. Delicious. Okay, and that's all there is to it. So there you have your protein ranch dip, homemade, using your own spices, no preservatives, and extra high protein. So use it as a salad dressing, use it as a dip for fresh vegetables, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Okay. Hi everyone. I am back. This is part 2 of the homemade ranch video. I am doing my cucumbers. Just going to peel them and slice them. This is open collaboration. Hashtag mixing it up in the kitchen with Brenda over at Maniac Grammy Homestead. And I posted last week the video of making the protein ranch. And now I'm doing my cucumbers. That was a very long video and I tried to speed it up. I hope I didn't cut out anything important. And whoops, I'll try not to make this one too long. I'm only going to do 2 of these cucumbers because I'm ready to have a snack, and nothing better than fresh produce and fresh homemade ranch dressing or dip, especially with added protein. As you know, cucumbers are really good for hydrating your body, but they don't have protein. So a good rule of thumb when you're trying to lose weight is to always have a protein with everything that you eat, whether it's a carb or a sugar or anything like that. Put your protein in there too, and that really helps keep you full longer, and it also helps to keep your metabolism going so that you're constantly burning fuel to digest the food that you're eating. And that's one thing I did want to mention. When you're on a diet, it's not just about the restriction of calories. It's the fact that you want to have things that are low calorie but high protein, and you want to eat often so that your body continues to burn fuel to do the digestive work, which is what keeps your metabolism going, which actually is what helps you to lose weight. So even though I've had I've had gastric sleeve surgery, I still want to eat every few hours. Maybe every 2 to 3 hours you want to put something in so that you have something for your body to digest, and it will keep your weight loss going. All right, let me cut these ends off, and then I'm going to throw this away, and we'll come back and cut up the cucumbers. Be right back. All right. And I just slice mine up. I don't do it super thin because I want to be able to pick them up and have a bite, a crunch. Don't worry, my counters were clean when I started, and my hands. I wanted to show you these cute little containers I found, and this is what I give it to my granddaughter in. It's a little divided container. I put the ranch in one side, the cucumbers in the other. And then if she doesn't eat it all, I can pop the lid on, put it right in the fridge for the next snack. But today I'm not going to do that with mine because I'm going to sit down and eat mine now. So, just going to put mine into a regular container. That way if I don't eat it all, I can seal it up. I probably won't be able to eat all of this. I can probably eat about 1 cucumber at a time. Anyway, here's my protein ranch, and just get me some on there. Hear that crunch? Delicious. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part 2 of the healthy protein buttermilk ranch dip and cucumbers. I will see you next time.